And we see we got a light that was fixed, but it's not the same style as the other lights that we've got here. And then the worker just left his stuff here. He was here yesterday. Kind of sloppy work, and even though he fixed this yesterday, it's Mickey Mouse because like a screw's missing and he drilled into like the concrete. Didn't do a very good job at all. What do we have over here?
These are the filters that I was talking about that are on the discharge side of the circulation motors that are around the lake. And this is what I'm proposing to remove and just put a straight line in here. And again, these are stacked cartridge filters where the cartridges are about 2 feet long each. And they're stacked on top of each other and they go all the way down. But because of overwatering, poor drainage, this water stays in here, and then this metal collar around here that it rusts. Even though you have steel or stainless steel bolts still rust. But these need to be removed.
Now these are the ones that remove the finer
yes, that is detrimental to the ecosystem of the lake.
Okay.
That we have out here. And this would be in, you know, if there were some holes in here, this would be a breeding ground for your midge and your mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm. It's coming off. It's floating.
So what's the advantage to having a straight line in here?
You don't have this.
Takes it offline.
Yes, takes it offline. You don't have any filtration, and you're not going to have a problem with maintenance with this anymore.
It's floating.
So that way we can eliminate one maintenance stop.
Yes.
And you keep your nutrients. I mean, your out of the lake as far as what you need to.
Yeah, you keep your
bacteria.
planktonic algae in your lake.
And pond scum and all that stuff, huh?
Well, the planktonic algae is good.
These are pool filters
for the feeding.
That's floating.
These are not lake filters; they're pool filters.
No, you don't filter lakes.
Okay.
Counterproductive.
And this is over by the entrance of the lake here. So we're a complete north end here, right by the clubhouse, where we have all the beautiful aquatic plants. We got all kind of stuff out here. We got.
Yeah. Well, again, we're dormant. We've got lilies. We've got irises in the lake. And again, they're providing habitat to the small fish and invertebrates, which the small fish eat. It provides oxygen to the lake. It reduces the nutrients from the water column, thus reducing the planktonic algae, thus reducing the amount of chemicals we have to use on the lake, thus making the lake look nice and clear. So we need to have these plants in here for a number of different reasons.
Now this is like the best area for aquatic plants I've seen around the entire lake. Should we have more of this kind of style in other parts of the lake or no?
Well, again, what you need to do is you need to balance your lake. And the amount of aquatic plants is totally dependent upon how much nutrients that are coming into the lake. If you have a lot of nutrients coming into the lake, that's going to spur a lot of aquatic plant growth. And you need to have the right amount of aquatic plant growth to reduce that nutrient from the water column, so you reduce your planktonic algae blooms.
So you think we have a good balance right now?
Right now, but the problem is that you have too much nutrients coming into your lake right now because your aquatic pondweed population every year for the last 5 years has been exploding, and it's getting worse and worse.
Is that because of the drainage we've got to the lake from like the pipes and all that?
Because of all the water that's coming into the lake from the landscape.
Okay. So we definitely need to alert the landscapers to know to kind of mitigate that, huh?
And it's also linked into the amount of waterfowl that you have, because the waterfowl, as you can see, they defecate.
Mm-hmm.
The defecation gets into the water.
Got it.
That defecation has nutrients in it because they're eating grass, and it goes through their system and deposits its nutrients out into the lake.
Got it.
That's why we need to reduce our duck population by letting people know not to feed the ducks. One, it's a federal offense to birds that are migratory, and it's not healthy for them. Bread is not very healthy for ducks. They need to eat grass. That's what they should, grass, invertebrates, other things, algae. that's their normal diet. But if you introduce bread to them, they're not getting the proper nutrients. It's making them sick. It can spur on botulism, which will kill the duck population, and it creates more defecation, which means more fertilization into the lake.
Saying about the overwatering?
Yeah, the overall watering, what needs to be done is work with the landscaper to make sure that there's no broken pipes, make sure that the sprinkler heads are functioning properly, that you're not putting too much water on your turf area, and you reduce or hopefully eliminate the runoff into the lake. And you can do that by monitoring your irrigation and have multiple start times, so water does not enter the lake.
Okay. And what about the Pulte homes on the backside of the lake? I know they water too. Is that okay or no?
We just need to educate the residents on the effect that overwatering creates and how it enters the lake, and that it creates algae, and to come up with some type of a fine process that if they are seen doing something like that, it mitigates them from continuing to do harm to the lake.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Kurt, we appreciate your time and your dedication to Lakeside, and we look forward to seeing you around here a couple times a week as usual.
Okay.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye.